Oh, there we go. Hey everyone. So I'm outside because I thought I'd do a part three to my Virginia creeper. It is a relatively easy plant to take care of. As long as you maintain like its height and like take out like some of the dead leaves. Like right here, I've got some, I'll show you an example. Right here, I've got some lovely little dead leaves that I can definitely remove so that they're not receiving any more water or anything like that. I mean, granted, yes, they are dead leaves, but if the stems are still attached, they can still be receiving water. I don't think this is going to grow, in truth. So there is that. But so I kind of wanted to give you guys an update. I do got to clean up this specific vine alone. It seems to be the only one that seems to have dead leaves all the way up on it, and it seems to stem from right here. So I'm not sure what happened with this vine, but I think I am going to go on ahead and I don't know. I'm gonna leave it for now and see what happens. But I think this vine might have died or something. I'm not sure. Um, these plants are not easy to splice in the least. Let me see. Yeah, no, it looks pretty dead all the way up. I am gonna leave it, however, because I just want to make sure that, nothing new grows off of it. But from what it looks pretty dead. Um, but just kind of give you guys an idea of where we're at now with this. This is almost completely filled in. This is starting to really get there. I did check the tops. Woo, hello, focus. Thank you. Up top, they are cleaned up. I thought I would check them. We had a nice amount of rain last night, so they don't seem to be doing too bad. I do have some little like loose Virginia creepers down here. They kind of seem to like they grow wherever they want to grow. Oh, I got a baby shoot. This one's new. This one happened literally just within like the past couple of weeks. So that's gonna be really cute to have right there. Looks like I get another one attached to the wall here. So good things, good things. A couple shoots that did come up. Like this one was a recent one. It was kind of short. This one's a new attachment shooting off at the base. So those babies are literally almost to the top. Once they reach the top, I'm going to crop them and they're going to start to fill out, which is really nice. Yes, you do still have to maintain them being cropped and stuff because that can happen. As you can see, the thickness of this is really nice, really beautiful. I did notice that the temperature in my office did get a lot less since having this on here. So I'm hoping that it is going to regulate temperature a lot easier. I do believe, however, that that is a dead vine. I might remove it. I might leave it for now. I know I'm going to remove the leaves from it that are dead just so maybe I can help promote a good growth, but those are brown leaves. They're gone. Like any tree or any plant, once they turn brown and they shrivel up and they're kind of crunchy, they're gone, I don't think anything's going to grow, but I am hoping that maybe the stem might produce something. However, it is what it is. These things are not easy to split, so to say. So if you see a Virginia creeper, but you don't know how to remove a section of it, just leave it because it is a little difficult to do. Oh, I got some babies shooting out to the side. Look at this baby shooting out from the main vine. So pretty. So pretty. Um, mm, no, that's attached to this vine, so never mind. I thought maybe for a second there. But no, I'm gonna hopefully that little guy's gonna come back. I'm not exactly sure what killed it, but something happened, so we'll just keep an eye on that. But it's not really too effective because it is growing in this little stack right here. So I figure, you know what, it probably won't look too bad. But this is after my last update a few weeks later. I mean, it is starting to get lush and pretty. I'm really kind of hoping that this will start to shoot up because once this shoots up, next year it should look relatively similar to this. And, we'll just see where it goes. I mean, they even tend to sometimes grow during winter here in Texas, but we'll see. The growing season for a lot of plants in Texas for some reason is a lot longer versus other places, but I think it's because we got a warmer climate here. So we'll see, but for now, this is my update to my beautiful plant. I am now officially standing in mud and my pants are wet, but I did this so you guys could see the beautiful plant as it grew. I should have started this a couple years ago so you guys could really see where it all came from. I don't know where it came from per se, but this is actually a really good example of this first main little stash of leaves and stuff started out. First time noticeable about this big is when we first noticed it It was no bigger than this little guy, and it took about 2 years to get like this. So if y'all are like, oh my gosh, why isn't it growing or whatever, don't worry. It will grow. It just needs a little time, a little water, a little patience. But so far, I mean, tell me what you guys think. One person did comment on my last video that it looked very lush and juicy. Thank you so much. I'm not very good at editing skills, so when I do know how to edit videos, just know I will be giving you credit at that moment. But thank you, sir. I cannot remember your name. I'm sorry. I should have written that down. I'm a horrible, horrible person. I'm sorry. Um, but as you can see, very lush, very fluffy, very pretty. Definitely good temperature control this year because there was a couple hot days outside where I'm like, oh my gosh, and I was like, man, my office is gonna be sweltering. And then I go in there and I'm like, oh, well, okay then. It's not that I don't have good ventilation. It's that my office for some reason was added on after the fact, which is this area. It was added on, or it used to be a part of the garage or something. I'm not 100% sure, but it was added after the fact, so there is no ventilation going into that area. But it's fine because it's still my office. I love it. As long as I keep the door open, it's still fine. Doesn't get too hot. I can put lipstick in there and it doesn't melt. But yeah, no, it isn't comfortable for a girl who's from like the north and stuff. But yeah, no, I just guys want to give you a little update. Last time we spoke, these weren't all the way up here. They were a little bit lower. I know this one was dramatically lower than that one, and now they're like almost one for one on this. I'll show you, like, literally this one was probably about that much shorter from that one, and now they're like inches of difference between these two. So sometimes they shoot up really great. Sometimes you get a little ankle going on, but I mean, in the end, this is a really pretty plant. If you can cultivate it, you can grow it, that'll be awesome. Ironically, I think a bird may have crapped out a seed or something. Can you say crap? I don't know. I keep asking this, but I never read anywhere that you couldn't say it. But a bird pooped out a seed somehow, and this is what we got. I don't think I've ever seen a Virginia creeper actually seed out. I don't know where it came from, but it appeared a couple years ago. I've been living at this house for about 5 years almost, and this happened like 2 years ago. So 2 springs ago, we found this plant, and it's just been growing ever since. Um, Irony, we had a little bit of a septic issue over there, and for some reason, I don't know how this happened, but we have tomato plants growing there. Like legit, they're tomato plants because I have tomato plants. I have a little garden going on that we're trying. Um, but it's actual tomato plants and they're growing tomatoes, but I think they're cherry tomatoes. So I'm sitting here going, we never planted cherry tomatoes. We really have cherry tomatoes, so I'm wondering where they came from. But that'll be another video. I'm not gonna bore you guys with that, but I'm gonna get off of here so I can finish cleaning up that little guy right there. Don't want the dead leaves to be, I don't know, like I just don't want to promote anything that could cause any harm to this plant. It's been good growing so far, so I'm just gonna go on ahead and just remove those. I know in the wild they do it themselves, but I'm, I guess, hypertentious when it comes to plants because I'm not very good with them. So, I try to be as careful as I can. I mean, I grow some onions. I'm growing onions right now, so if you have, like, you go to the grocery store, you buy an onion, and then for some reason, it sprouts little green leafies. What you can do is you can peel it down to the green leafies, keep the parts that you peeled, and then find out where the leafies start and begin, and you can go on ahead and actually plant them and they'll grow. Like this little guy wasn't even sticking out of the soil. Now look at him. He's like beautiful. Um, so more to come on that. I'll keep you guys up to date on my little plants, like trying to keep out any other plants that wish to, you know, grow in here because I don't want that. I just want onions in this. I also have green onions. In case you were wondering, yes, this is what a green onion flower looks like. I didn't even know they had flowers. It's nice and juicy, very thick stalk. They get huge. And I also have some garlic growing. I'm not really familiar with it, but we'll get there. But for now, I'm going to end this video so you guys can see what I've been doing and talk later.